Hello everyone, welcome back to another reaction video. Today I'll be reacting to a video that says the 12 most beautiful places in the world. Before I continue, if you want to follow an African guy as he explores the world, please subscribe, like the video to push this video to more people. Let's get to the video.
The world is still very much a mystery to even the most traveled peoples. That means that there are many mythical places on our planet for you to visit, some of which we'll be showing you today. These beautiful locations are so enchanting and magical, it's overwhelming to the human eye and hard to explain them in mere words and pictures. But
before we go into this video, I've always been so fascinated about seeing the world. Since I was a little boy, I said that in my first video. I've always dreamed of seeing different parts of the world, traveling the world, seeing everywhere. That has always been my dream. But unfortunately, you know how all of us, we know how life can be. Dreams, most of the time, dreams don't come true, and we just have to go with how things are. We just have to accept how things are sometimes. Of course, you still try to work hard, try to achieve things, but we can't always, do what we want to do, so but at least with this channel, I can use this channel, I can utilize this channel to just see part of the world that I'll probably never see in my life. And I don't know how the channel is going to ever go. Maybe it could get big enough that I could afford it, but till then, all I can do is watch it on a monitor and enjoy it.
we're going to do our best anyway. Here are the 12 places so mythical you won't believe they exist. Welcome to another episode of Forever Green. And if you want to see a place so beautiful it will seem unreal, then stick around for number 1, because it will blow you away. Number 12, Cliffs of Moher, Ireland. You might know them better as the Cliffs of Insanity from the 1987 film The Princess Bride, but this seaside wonder is actually located on the shores of Ireland. Stretching for 5 miles along the Atlantic coast,
Wow.
the 400-foot high cliffs offer one of Ireland's most breathtaking views. What makes these cliffs even more unique and magical is the local wildlife that calls them home. Those with a love of bird watching will be spoiled here, as the area is home to over 3,000 colorful bird species. And if you think this place is unreal, then number 1 will just blow you away. Number 11, Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. Stretching across 4,050 miles, this
I've always thought about going to Ireland. I think Ireland is in the British, Empire, so it's a place I could, if I'm ever able to afford it, it was one of the first areas I would try to go to. That is England, Wales, Ireland, Scotland, and the rest of them. So I mean, that is a realistic goal for me. Something I hope that before I die, I could be able to go to some of these kind of places. But let's see the next country. There are some countries I don't think I will ever go.
beautiful reflective surface is considered one of the most extreme and remarkable landscapes in all of South America, and perhaps even on planet Earth. Salar de Uyuni is the world's largest salt flat.
Wow.
It was created from prehistoric lakes that evaporated millions of years ago. This mythical location draws millions of tourists and visitors from all across the world each year who seek to drive across this most fascinating place. If you're looking to cross one of the most stunning places in the
Is this a lake? I mean, is it like iced lake? What the hell?
world off your travel list, Salar de Uyuni deserves to be on it. Number 10.
Okay. Wait. That's crazy. I've never actually thought of going to Bolivia before. I won't lie to you guys. I've never reached. When I think about South America, I think of Brazil. I think of Colombia. That's what I think about. I don't really think about Bolivia or other countries in South America. But that's a place. What the hell?
Lake Retba, Senegal. This vivid pink lake, known as Lake Retba, lies just an hour away from Senegal's capital and will catch anyone's eye right away. The lake is just barely separated from the Atlantic by a couple of sand dunes, which is what gives the lake its high salt content. This salt content attracts a type of bacteria called Duna lila, which is what gives the lake its unique coloring.
Wow,
The
so
color
beautiful.
becomes increasingly strong during the dry season between November and June, which is the best time to visit if you want to take pictures of the world's only glowing pink lake. Number 9. Los
Okay, I mean, Senegal is in West Africa, so I don't really need a visa to go there. So that is a possibility. Of course, there's a possibility. I really hope I can see some of these places before I die. I really hope so.
Lajas Sanctuary, Colombia. If Los Lajas Sanctuary looks magical, it's because miracles inspired it. In 1754, a young girl was cured of her deafness right here after seeing the Virgin Mary's image on the rocks of the gorge, and later, a blind
I think that's a coincidence.
To honor these series of miracles, the people built this 1949 neo-Gothic basilica, and it remains a pilgrimage site to this day. For those of you who want to visit, it's located in the southern Colombian department of Nariño, in the municipality of Apales, and is almost magically built right inside the canyon of the Guatarrara River. Number 8. Rainbow Mountains, China. The mythical Rainbow Mountains of China within the Zhangye Doxiad Landform Geological Park are a geological wonder of the world. These Chinese mountains are famous for their otherworldly colors that mimic a rainbow painted over the tops of rolling mountains. The colorations are caused by various diagenetic and mineralogical processes that make up the reds, greens, yellows, and blues. Some will argue that this is one of the coolest places on Earth, and the planet seems to agree, seeing as the area was named an UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2009. Number 7. Moraine Lake, Canada. Set in the rugged valley of Canada's 10 peaks is Moraine Lake, a place surrounded by mountains, waterfalls, and rock piles, creating a scene so stunning it almost seems unreal. The lake's waters are the most magical color, a vivid shade of turquoise that changes in intensity through the summer as the glaciers melt. Its brilliant blue-green color is a result of light refracting off fine particles of rock in the glacier runoff, which flows into the lake. Because it's at an elevation of 6,183 feet, the lake doesn't begin to melt until June, which is when water levels rise and its magical color peak and make for some pristine photography. Number 6. Huacachina, Peru. If you didn't think paradise could exist in the middle of nowhere, then check out this Peruvian desert oasis 5 hours south of Lima. Huacachina is a tiny village with green waters at its center, forming the Huacachina Lagoon. Ringed by palm trees and thought to have therapeutic properties, the lagoon shores are dotted with bars and clubs. Dune buggies run across the high, rolling sand dunes surrounding the village. This jaw-dropping place allows tourists to witness the breathtaking sand dunes from an entirely different perspective, and for anyone adventurous enough, can try sandboarding down the dunes for an unforgettable experience.
Is this where Dune was acted? I mean, you guys can tell me in the comments down below. I think there are many places like this, so, but since they mentioned Dune, I was like, okay, maybe it could be where Dune was acted. Let me know.
Number 5. Northern Lake Baikal, Russia. If you thought the Huacachina Lagoon was something, then Lake Baikal is going to blow you away. Located in Russia, it is considered the largest lake by volume in the entire world, and also the deepest. It is also the oldest lake in the world, home to 1,800 endemic plant species, and and more incredibly, it holds 20% of the world's fresh water supply. It's no wonder UNESCO named it a World Heritage Site back in 1996. The lake is situated in south-central Russia, very close to the Mongolian border, and represents an unspoiled beauty locals refer to as the Sacred Sea. And we'd have to agree with that nickname. Number 4. Nika Mine, Mexico.
I know Russia is not the popular country these days, but I would like to go there.
If you're into trippy places, then here's a hidden gem you should definitely visit when in Mexico. This stunning crystal cave known as Nika Mine is situated in Chihuahua, Mexico, and extends up to
This looks like Superman's cave. I mean, the one with the Kryptonian stuff. Isn't it?
985 feet below surface. The crystals are said to have been formed by underground magma approximately 500,000 years ago. Because this fascinating cave is so deep below the ground, it can only be visited under direct professional supervision. But this once-in-a-lifetime experience is sure worth getting a guide. Number 3. Arashiyama Bamboo Grove, Japan. The Arashiyama Bamboo Grove is one of Kyoto's top sites, and for good reason. Standing amid these soaring stalks of bamboo is like being in a whole other world. Sadly, there are no bamboo-eating pandas to be seen in Arashiyama, but the walking paths that cut through the groves make for an otherworldly walk or bicycle ride. They are particularly attractive when there is a light wind, and the tall bamboo stalks sway gently back and forth. Naturally, the bamboo has been used to manufacture various products, such as baskets, cups, boxes, and mats at local workshops for centuries. Subscribe. Number 2. Victoria Falls. Now, it may not look exactly like the imaginary waterfall in the picture, but the real-life Victoria Falls presents a spectacular sight of awe-inspiring beauty and grandeur that would have landed them on today's list either way. Located on the Zambezi River, these magical falls form the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe.
Wow, this is in Africa.
Lived in the area in the 1800s.
I know we have the peaceful places in Africa anyway. I'm not really surprised.
Which translates to the smoke that thunders. It's no wonder they gave it such an impactful name, considering Victoria Falls is known as the greatest curtain of falling water in the world. Columns of spray can be seen from many miles.
I would like to go to this place, man. Oh, God. Lord, please bless me so that I can be able to afford to go to places like this, man. So beautiful.
The rainy season, over 100 billion gallons of water over the edge every minute, over a width of 1.2 miles, into a valley more than 100. Number 1. Grand Prismatic Spring, Wyoming. Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming.
Yellowstone.
Of itself, one of the most
That is where the volcano is, right? I'm going to watch a video about that Yellowstone volcano.
Is the Grand Prismatic Spring. The unbelievable colors on its beach give the scene an otherworldly appearance that makes a visit feel surreal. The prismatic itself is 165 feet deep, making it not only the most colorful,
so fine.
but also the largest.
There's a volcano down there, right?
It is also the third largest lake in the
It's
world.
beautiful, but there's a volcano down there.
Grand Prismatic Spring is the most photographed feature of Yellowstone. It needs no explanation why this enchanted spring made it to the top of our list, and is definitely worth a visit. And that's it for the 12